Success went from my home and family to not getting an overdraft fee. That's progress for you. And the moving target doesn't just happen with money or work. It's in every corner of life. Take relationships. You're told to just find someone nice, settle down, and you'll be happy. So you do it. You find someone, you settle down, you think you've made it. But then suddenly it's not enough. When are you two getting married? Okay, so you get married. Success unlocked, right? Wrong. Now so when are you having kids? Fine, you have kids. When are you having another one? And if you don't, people look at you like you failed the level. Like your marriage is some kind of video game and you didn't collect all the coins. And careers, forget it. You get a job, they tell you, work hard, prove yourself, and you'll climb the ladder. So you work hard, you put in the hours, you kiss the right asses, you avoid the wrong jokes. You climb the ladder. And when you get up there, you realize it's leaning against the wrong wall. Now what? You can't climb back down, so they build another ladder next to you and say, oh, well, maybe this one is the real success. So you start climbing again. Before long, your whole life looks like one of those cartoons where the mouse keeps chasing the cheese. But the cheese is tied to a fishing pole. The joke's not just on you. It's you, the joke, the whole routine, and the funniest part. Nobody questions it. Nobody stops and says, oh, wait a minute. If the target keeps moving, maybe it's not a target at all. Maybe it's just a trick. No, we just keep running, sweating, and buying new shoes for the race. People even brag about it. You ever meet someone who's proud of how stressed they are? Oh man, I'm just grinding. I'm just grinding. I'm hustling. I'm putting in the hours. I'm on the move, like that's something to brag about. Being perpetually exhausted is their badge of honor. You never hear anybody bragging about being well rested, do you? Nobody ever says, man, I took a nap today and it was glorious. No, because that would mean you stopped running. And if you stop running, you're a failure. But think about it. If success is always just out of reach, if it's always one more step away, doesn't that make the whole system a scam? If you went to a restaurant and the waiter kept telling you, your food is almost ready. It'll be here soon, it's just coming out now. But it never showed up, you'd leave. You wouldn't sit there for 40 years waiting for a steak that never arrives. But in life, people sit at the damn table until they die, waiting for a meal that isn't even on the grill. And I'll tell you what else makes it funny. The second you catch up to what you thought was success, you don't even enjoy it. You're too busy looking at the next thing. You finally get the raise, but now you want the bonus. You finally buy the house, but now you want a bigger one. You finally take the vacation, but now it's not exotic enough. You're never allowed to sit back and say, you know what, this is enough. Because the culture is designed to whisper in your ear. Not quite, buddy. Almost, but not quite. Like some sleazy car dealer. Even retirement isn't safe from the moving target. Once upon a time, retirement meant you worked hard, saved some money, then spent your golden years sitting on a porch drinking iced tea. Now, retirement means you better have $1 million portfolio, a second home in Florida, and a hobby that keeps you active. Because if you're not active, society writes you off. God forbid you just sit quietly and enjoy not having to set an alarm clock. No, now you gotta take yoga, volunteer. Start a second career and post about it so everyone knows you're still thriving. Retirement used to mean stopping. Now it's just another lap in the race. And health? Don't get me started. They sell you the idea that success is looking like the people on the magazine covers. Thin-toned, smiling while they eat a salad with 3 leaves in it. You diet, you exercise, you sweat. You spend half your paycheck on gym memberships and protein shakes. Then just when you think you're getting there, they change the trend. Oh, thin isn't it anymore, now it's muscle, you bulk up. Whoa, now it's lean again, you adjust. You're a puppet dancing to the strings of whatever trend makes money this year. And you know what? The people on those covers don't even look like the people on those covers. It's all lighting, makeup, and airbrushing. The only success there is making you feel bad enough to buy more products. What's wild is that success as a moving target keeps you from realizing you already had what you needed. Maybe you already had enough, but you didn't notice, because the billboard told you otherwise. Maybe you were happy with your car until you saw your neighbor's new one. Maybe you loved your apartment until someone pointed out it wasn't in the right neighborhood. Maybe you felt good about yourself until the commercial told you your teeth weren't white enough. The target moves not because you need it to, but because somebody profits off making sure you never arrive. So here's the punchline of the whole moving target scam. It doesn't matter how fast you run, how much you earn, or how high you climb. The finish line is designed to disappear the second you get close. You'll never win the game because winning isn't part of the rules. The whole thing is a cosmic joke, and the laugh's on all of us. The target was never there. You know what the real secret weapon is in this whole scam of success? It's not hard work, it's not networking, it's not hustle. It's laughter. Laughter is the one thing that blows the whole illusion to pieces. Because once you start laughing at the nonsense, the spell is broken. That's why the people selling you success don't want you laughing too hard. They want you serious, focused, motivated, sweating, exhausted, reaching. Because the second you laugh, you realize, wait a minute, this is ridiculous. The emperor has no clothes, and even if he did, they'd probably be on sale at Macy's. Think about it. Laughter is the human reset button. Every time the world tells you this is serious, this is important, you better get moving. The best response is to laugh in its face. Because 9 times out of 10, it's not serious, it's not important, and the only thing moving is the goalposts. They'll tell you, this meeting could change everything. No, it won't. You're not in a meeting that changes the course of history. You're in a beige conference room where somebody's about to argue over fonts. And you're supposed to act like this is the Super Bowl of PowerPoint slides. The only sane reaction is to laugh. But people are terrified of laughter. Oh, they love jokes, they love entertainment, but they don't like when laughter reveals the truth. Because laughter has teeth. It bites through the nonsense. When you laugh at success, suddenly the whole game falls apart. All the pressure, all the expectations, all the fake benchmarks, they lose their grip. That's why when you meet somebody who really doesn't take success seriously, it's shocking. They're like unicorns. They'll say something like, yeah, I don't really care about climbing the ladder. And you look at them like they just admitted to eating soup with a fork. It doesn't compute. Because we've been trained to think that chase is the only option. And laughter doesn't just expose the illusion. It frees you from it. Because once you can laugh at something, it can't control you anymore. You ever notice that? The things that scare you, the things that stress you out, once you laugh at them, they shrink like the monster under the bed. As a kid, it's terrifying. Then one day you realize it's just a pile of dirty laundry in an old shoe. You laugh and suddenly the monster's gone. Success works the same way. It's this big, scary, looming presence, making you feel small, making you run fast. But once you start laughing at it, oh, this is the monster. A briefcase, a mortgage, and a business card. That's it. Suddenly the spell is broken. And the great thing about laughter is that it belongs to you. You can't buy it, you can't sell it, you can't outsource it. It's free, which of course makes it the most dangerous thing in the world, because if people start laughing, the entire marketplace of bullshit collapses. The success gurus, the motivational speakers, the luxury brands, the bosses who think they're gods, they all disappear in a puff of smoke once people stop taking them seriously. That's why they work so hard to keep you afraid, anxious, and convinced you're not enough. Because the second you laugh, you're free. You ever laugh at a boss behind their back? Not just a chuckle, but that deep, uncontrollable laugh. The kind that makes your stomach hurt. Suddenly all their power melts away. Their angry speeches, their serious memos, their constant demands, they don't mean anything anymore. Because you've seen the truth. They're not a powerful authority figure. They're just a middle-aged guy with dandruff who mispronounced a synergy and thinks a Hawaiian shirt counts as casual Friday. Once you laugh at that, the spell's broken. And it's not just bosses, it's the whole culture of success, the commercials, the billboards, the slogans, the just do it, learn how to think different, but because you're worth it. You start laughing at those slogans and suddenly you realize they're not inspiration. They're just 3 words some marketing guys scribbled on a napkin while eating a tuna sandwich. And now they're supposed to define your life. Please. That's worth a laugh big enough to echo through the shopping mall. Even the big ceremonies of success are funny when you step back. Award shows, graduations, ribbon cuttings, company banquets. People dressed up in suits clapping politely, pretending this is history. Meanwhile, you know half the room is just waiting for the free hors d'oeuvres. And they want you to take it seriously, to treat it as sacred. But the truth is, it's theater. It's a play. The gold statues, the glass trophies, the honorary degrees, props. And the second you laugh, you see it for what it is, an elaborate puppet show designed to keep you clapping. And have you noticed? The people who laugh the most are usually the happiest. They're not necessarily rich, not famous, not powerful, but they laugh. They laugh at themselves, they laugh at the world, they laugh at the whole circus, and they're free. Meanwhile, the people chasing success, the ones who take it dead serious, they're miserable because they're trapped in a game with no finish line, and you can see it on their faces. The frown lines, the clenched jaws, the constant checking of watches. The higher they climb, the less they laugh. You'll never see a CEO belly laughing while signing quarterly reports. No, they save their laughs for the golf course where it doesn't count. That's the real tragedy. People trade away their laughter for seriousness, as if seriousness is a mark of intelligence. Oh, he's very serious about his work. Yeah, and he's also very dead inside. Laughter doesn't mean you're dumb, it means you're awake. It means you see the strings on the puppet show. It means you're not hypnotized. The world tells you seriousness, power, but laughter is the real power. Because you can fake seriousness, but you can't fake laughter. Real laughter is pure truth. And the truth is, success is absurd. It's a house of cards, a carnival game, a rigged slot machine. And the only way to survive it without losing your mind is to laugh. Laugh at the slogans, laugh at the benchmarks, laugh at the moving target. Laugh at the idea that your value as a human being can be measured by your title, your car, your bank account. Bite! Laugh at the absurdity of spending your one short life trying to impress people who are too busy chasing their own illusions to notice you. That's freedom. Because once you laugh, you stop running. You stop chasing. You stop looking over your shoulder to see if you're keeping up. You just live. And maybe you're not rich. Maybe you're not famous. Maybe nobody remembers your name 50 years from now. Who cares? You laughed. You saw the joke. You got the punchline. And that's the only kind of success worth having. The illusion disappears the second you laugh.